Hey folks, Keric here with another League of Legends match. This time I'm playing alongside Neurodougal, who you might remember from the Amnesia videos I did a long time ago. Yeah, note to self, I almost bloody finished those. On the red team, this is colorblind mode, I'll go into that in a second. We have Swain, Fiddlesticks, Ashe, myself as Warwick, and Neurodougal as Malphite. On the blue team we have Jax, Riven, Fizz, Shen, and Blitzcrank. Actually, as it turns out, Neurodougal is colorblind, hence the change in color. I actually prefer the colors myself to the original ones.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, I figure that it's not going to make any difference to us that can see colors properly, but probably will make a difference if you can't, so I'm going to be doing all of the videos using it from now on. Anyway, that said, we have a situation where I'm the only jungler. I'm running Warwick. On top for us, we have Ashe and Swain against Shen and Riven. On bottom, it's going to be Neurodougal going solo up against Blitz and Jax. And in the mid, of course, we have Fizz and Fiddlesticks. That grip of Blitz being a real pain even at the start of the match. One of the great things about Malphite though is the shield. His passive allows you to play fairly defensively or fairly offensively, I suppose. Every few seconds his shield regenerates. There we go. 10% of his maximum health, which essentially means he can walk in, do a little bit of damage, get hit a few times, walk back out and really feel no ill effect. Yeah. Blitz again with that bloody grip. Mid's going to be fairly even, I should think. Fiddlesticks and Fizz not really going to be able to push each other too much. Top lane, however, Swain and Ashe have got quite a range advantage over Shen and Riven. Although Riven, to be fair, does have some serious burst damage. Again with that bloody grab. Unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do. So yeah, top lane pushing pretty hard. Not the best idea whenever you've got a jungler, to be fair. So I won't be ganking that top lane too much. Yeah, in fact, he's even got a regrowth pendant. I'll keep the sustain up and bottom. I'm not sure whether these guys have it all. Nope. Yeah, no sustain items on either of them, not even on Jax, which is kind of unusual. I suppose if there's two on the lane. Fair bit of damage on Fiddlesticks there, not quite enough to take him down though. That was unlucky. That really should have been a kill, to be fair. Again, bottom lane. Jax and Blitz. Pretty tanky between the two of them. And with that grip of Blitz, very easy to do quite a lot of damage to your opponent. Just reel him in, smack him about a bit. And hope for the best, really. Well, considering the fact Neurodougal's only been playing for a couple of weeks, I think he's doing okay, actually. Right. Top's still pushing a bit too hard, in my opinion. But hey, their game. Pretty much got my blue and my red at this point. I'm just kind of clearing up, aiming to head down towards that bottom lane and hopefully get some kind of a gank into position. Get into position for a gank even. Little bit of a push up top, keep them back. I'm pushing quite hard on bottom, so I do come in. I'm gonna grab the camera here. It's not the best gank in the world, but it kind of works. I think really the problem for them is I've still got red buff. The blue's worn off by now, but I've still got a full health bar. And that red buff will actually add quite a lot of damage. Plus the fact that I've been going solo and I've got a hell of a lot more health regen than either of those. Rather unfortunate for them. I take the kill on Jax. Eventually.
First blood.
Probably could have done some serious damage to Blitz there, but to be honest with you, I don't want to chance it. If I give him that red buff, it's going to cause a bit of problem for Neurodougal in bottom. So better to bugger off and leave him. I'm going to switch back to normal camera here as well. I just don't want it switching off the interesting bits in the match. So getting the assist like that gives him a bit more gold, a bit more XP. Puts Jax at a little bit of a disadvantage. Purely because he's not able to gain any XP while he's back at the fountain. Mid, fairly balanced. They're keeping it fairly central. I don't think either of them so far has pushed too far. Top, pushing very, very far. I have a feeling they'll come to regret that eventually. Riven's really not one that you want to be too far from your own towers with. The amount of stuns and slows and jumps and whatever else she has burst, I suppose, is kind of annoying, to say the least. In fact, not annoying, bloody devastating. Fiddlestick's going back, so I decide to go mid and pick up some of the XP, and yep, Riven's gone for it. That Swain's going to be incredibly sorry unless he leaves. Which he doesn't, and there's no way in hell Ashe can get out of that. Kill each for them, not good. So we're moving up top here to make sure that the tower's okay. Fiddlesticks is actually doing quite a good job against Fizz. He's managing to take him down enough times. Might not seem like much, but every time he takes him down low enough that he has to be back to the fountain, he's losing out on XP, which is good. Riven deciding to go middle there. I'm just farming top. Fiddlesticks is pushing a little bit in bottom. Not really much going to happen between him and Riven. Realistically, he's got quite a big range advantage over her. Although she's got some serious bloody burst. Tom's able to cancel out any of his summoned abilities. Yeah. I did actually think that bush was warded, to be honest. Shen was staying back quite a bit. No point hanging about if it's warded. Ashe trying to push them off in mid, but my god, she's taking a lot of damage. Bit of a fail ulti there, although it did clip Ashe. Neurodougal's still holding his own in bottom, which is good. It's also worth pointing out this is probably a lower, well, I know it's not ELO, it's a normal random game, not a ranked. But considering the amount of time he's been playing and the amount of time I've been playing, I can't quite tell what level the other players are at. Sometimes you get really good teams, sometimes you get absolutely atrocious ones. Again, a little bit of space in mid, so I may as well go in and pick up some of the XP rather than waste it. And Neurodougal taking down Jax there quite nicely. Riven again owning up top. Swain does manage to take down Shen, which isn't too bad, but it's still going to be 2 for 1, I think. Unless something... Oh well, there's the stun. That'll do. So long as he's clever enough to get the hell out of there. Still rattling my way through jungle. At the moment we have about a 1k advantage over them in terms of gold. We're equal on kills. And on towers. None of the towers down yet, of course. Only 10 minutes in, I wouldn't expect them to be. That was kind of an unfortunate death. To be fair, it was pretty much my fault. I decided to grab blue whenever he'd called for help. Purely because I was so low on flipping mana. So anyway, they're still pushing. I'm not quite sure if they've seen me yet. They really should have done. I did walk quite close to a lot of those creeps. So I decided to hang about for a bit. Really, I've got enough escapes to be able to get out. Is she going to take him down? No, I think he's safe enough. So, drop the ulti on Blitz. Both of them start attacking me, which isn't great. But because of the attack speed, and pretty much because of the passive on Warwick, and the amount of friggin' health regen he's got, I managed to do a fairly good job of taking these two down. Using the speed boost. And there we go.
Killing spree.
Unfortunately, he turned around to hit me. Shows you the difference a blue and a red can make. Just unfortunate I didn't get there like 20 seconds earlier. I'd have been able to save him. So yeah, a couple of reasonable ganks. Even if the first one wasn't absolutely brilliant. No idea what they're doing in the river. I think they're trying to push Fizz a little bit, but... Oh, bad. Since bottom lane's clear, we pretty much decide to go and take down Dragon. Easy enough, nobody's about. I've still got buff and I've still got smite as well. A little bit of pushing on mid. Although there is 3 of the enemy team in the bushes. Oh, that's not going to go well. Swain goes down. Again, a bit of a fail ulti from Fizz there, but they do manage to take Ashe down. A little bit of a confrontation ourselves and bottom, and we manage to take down Jax. Fiddlestick's the only one surviving on mid at this point. Probably gonna... No, they're not. I thought they would have made a play for the tower with him being the only one there, considering the other 2 are dead. Just Blitz versus Malphite on bottom at the moment, so not much going to happen. I think at this point, Malphite can take quite a few hits. Especially with the shield regenerating. Not sure what it's up to now. Yeah, 159. That's a decent hit on its own. So we're currently on about a 2k advantage now, having taken down Dragon. Equal on kills and no turrets down as of yet. Bottom lane's doing fairly well, Malphite having more feed than the other 2. As you would expect from a solo versus a duo. Again, a bit of a gank going in on top. Unfortunately, Swain's just going to get his ass handed to him here. Really shouldn't have stood there and gone 1-to-1 with Riven. Nearly called her Raven there.
Unstoppable.
Is Ashe going to survive? Oh, 10 health. My word, that was close. Fiddlestick's farming away on mid. I think I've taken their red as well. Yep, I have. Well, they haven't got a jungler, I may as well. Make a bit of a mistake here, really. I run in thinking I'm able to take down Blitz. But unfortunately his shield kicks in. Malphite had actually called the kill on Blitz at that point. So that was a little bit kill stealy. Fortunately I wasn't able to take it myself, but Malphite able to turn it round there. Push up that gold advantage a little bit on bottom lane. Certainly he's doing a hell of a lot better than either of them are. 29 and 30 and he's on 44. So yeah, it's almost a kill up. He's also 3 for 1 while they're 1 for 2 and 0 for 4. My word. Biggest killer in their team, as you can see, is Riven. Biggest killer in our team so far is split between myself and Malphite. Shen trying to have a push on mid, but really he's not going to cause any problem for Fiddlesticks. Especially, you know, what the sustain Fiddlesticks has. Shen purely not being able to do enough damage. Kind of pointless pulling him out at this point. You get an initial burst of damage, but he's managing to hold it off quite a lot. Again, Ashe and Swain doing quite a lot of damage and just not able to actually finish it up. Which is a bit of a shame. Again, pushing too close to the tower really. They're giving a big advantage to the other team by doing that. Obviously the more space there is between you and the relative safety of a turret, the more space in which you've got Raven bouncing all over you. Which might be nice considering the costume. Little bunny boiler Raven. Still pushing quite happily. I think Ashe probably has a bit more reach. I really should have turned that ability off. Can't remember what it's called. Blood scent, yeah. It makes that howly noise whenever anybody's under half health. So unfortunately they can use it to detect whether you're around or not. I do turn it off mostly, but at that point I didn't. Kind of a bit stupid, but I was chancing my arm trying to get in behind them. A little bit of an altercation going on bottom. I don't think really they're going to be able to take him down. The only real problem with Blitz is that he's got that huge big shield that kicks in. So unless you can do a lot of burst and get rid of the shield, even whenever he's at low health, he's still quite a threat. Shen going in for the taunt there. Yep. There we go, and Riven takes another kill. I'm not sure whether Ashe is going to make it this time. Just about. Don't go back in, you fool! Get out of it! Fiddlesticks managing to get her there with a gank from mid. Nice use of the ulti there. Malphite just about surviving on bottom. He has had quite a few hits in that last fight. I'm just quite calmly farming away in mid, trying to push it a little bit. Fizz isn't going to do a lot to me. I've got a level advantage on him. Probably some gold as well. Neurodougal actually managing to take down Blitz there. Using that gold advantage to his advantage. Again, push from Shen. I don't think I'm going to make this. I managed to make it last as long as I can with a few health steals off him, but he manages to get me. Unfortunately, Fiddlesticks and Swain are a little bit too late, and I think that he manages to get away. Actually, no, he sacrifices himself. Such a shame. Waste of money. So, top have managed to take down their tower, which is good. We currently have a 1-0 on the towers. Currently are up 2 kills. 12 to 10, and we have about 5k roughly gold advantage, which is quite a big chunk of change. In terms of gold, Fiddlestick's leading for our team. I haven't got a lot. Actually, I might have. I think Warwick's quite a good farmer, really. In terms of their team, obviously, Riven's pretty much the gold leader.
Your team's turret has been destroyed.
Push again on mid, manage to take down their outside tower. And we'll have another go at Dragon, see if we can increase that gold advantage. Again, you kind of think that they would realise that there's a fine line between damage and malfight and doing absolutely sod all, which seems to be what they're doing. And Jax pays the ultimate price there. There's quite a lot of their team coming in. I am stood nearby. Try and stun that Shen, see if we can get another kill, and down he goes. Very good. Try and go around the other side so I'm not getting hammered by the tower on the way. Fizz doesn't bother me too much, but that Riven's had quite a few kills. I really don't want to go 1-for-1 against her just yet.
Killing spree.
Make a quick escape. No, don't do it, Fiddlesticks, don't do it.
Blue team double
I really just don't have enough health at this point to go against Riven.
down.
Trying to stay clear. I don't think I have any armor yet either. Nope, magic resistance. And a little bit of armor I suppose, but the amount of burst damage she had, she could easily have knocked those 4 bars off me. Different story if it had ulti up, but hell, I didn't. So there's going to be a fair bit of regroup in this match, I would think. We seem to be doing a lot of damage to each other on group fights, which is always good. Never good whenever they go on too long. And shit, 6k gold difference. 2 turrets now for us, 0 for them. And we have a 2 kill lead on them still. So that's not too bad. Riven just realising there that I've nicked her bed. Didn't actually realise that that was warded. Kinda lucky to have missed Blitz's grip. Should really find out what the name of it is. Rocket grab, well, grip, grab, same thing. I know we have 4 of them on mid. I have a feeling our mid tower is going to go down within the next couple of minutes. Oh yeah. Per swaying. Blitz doing okay at covering up the tower. I think with the attack speed from Warwick, easy enough to take them down from here on in, once you've got a level or 2 in that. Oh shit, there are a hell of a lot of them coming down. I think I saw Fez on the outside. So at least both of us managed it. At least both of us managing to get away there. A little bit of jungle from their team. Not quite sure why he goes in at this point. I think he's seen the other team trying to lure them through, but that bush was warded. Shit, I forgot to check. It might not have been by this point actually. Unfortunately, both of them just too fast and they managed to get away. Still gives us a chance to push fairly hard on the tower if we can get close enough. Just wait for this next creep wave to come in. Now 3 of them on bottom, they're going to clear that wave pretty easily. Get the stun in. Is Shen gonna go? No, he's not. Not quite enough range to take him down. Malphite leaving himself a bit too open there. Although to be fair, he's got a shed load of armor. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Managing to take down two there, Blitz and Jax. Unfortunately, Ashe gets her ass handed to her by the nearby turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Which we managed to take down. Gives us, what, 7k gold advantage? 3 towers and 3 kills up as well. So that's not too bad at all. Not too worried about the team on the bottom. They've got quite a bit of damage. He's fairly decent at being tanky. Managing to take down Shen there. The only thing that really you need to be worried about at this point is that Riven, because she is a bit of a beast. Fizz managing to take down Fiddlesticks there. And this isn't going to go well. I'm making my way down along the river, but it's not going to be on time. Riven managing to take down Swain, and Malphite going soon after. Not quite sure what the hell I did here. I was trying to take down that Riven in the hopes of taking her and then running. Fortunately, I get hit by an ulti just as she did. So focused on doing one thing, as in going in, trying to pick them off. I had expected them to be a lot lower in terms of health, considering they'd just gone for a full-on group battle.
Red team's turret has been
And Brain was locked into a course of action, which is never a good thing to do. Press the ulti before I even had a chance to think about it. And unfortunately, with so many of us down, they're pretty much able to take down Dragon without any resistance. Close up that gold gap a little bit. Not too much, mind you, we're still 4k ahead. Although they have drawn even on kills and have picked up an extra tower as well. Our Riven doing very well on gold. Highest in game at the moment. Not that far behind her. Neurodougal doing fairly well, as is Fiddlesticks. The other two could really do with a little bit more gold. We've just realised that they're taking our dragon at this point, so we're kind of regrouping a little bit. I didn't realise at this point that they were actually going to try and take down Baron. We were quite literally expecting them to come up mid and we'd be able to gank them, but I think they realised they're probably not doing enough damage quite yet and decided to leave him. Still haven't seen them at this point, but we know they're close because that, right in the face, that Warwick Hoyle went off. And in with the initiate. Quite a lot happening. Fiddlesticks bites the dust, unfortunately. And I'm being a plonker and going after Blitz. Really, I should have gone for Riven or Fizz. They're the main damage dealers on that team. Unfortunately, he was so damn close, it was far, far, far too tempting. And this bloody Jax! Dodge, 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 dodge. Can't hit the friggin' shit. Just managing to keep himself alive long enough to absolutely own me, and of course 3 versus 1 isn't going to go very well, so unfortunately Malphite pays for my stupidity. So they've managed to get 3 kills up on us. And they've managed to close the gold difference down by a few k as well. So we're on what, about 2k advantage. Riven taking a hell of a lot of gold that time. She jumped, what, 1.5k? Thankfully they didn't have the wherewithal to go and take down Baron. Most of them having taken quite a bit of damage during that fight. And to regroup a little bit in mid. See if we can't push down. Unfortunately we know they're there. I have a ward just off to the side, so we know exactly where they are. Just not sure if they're going to come straight up mid or what they're going to do. I think at this point we were thinking they would probably go and try and do Baron. Trying to do a little bit of an invade. And Christ, that Riven does a hell of a lot of damage. Manages to take down Ashe. Well, thankfully we managed to take her down. And do a little bit of damage on him. But he does manage to take down Swain. Just not fast enough to catch up with him. Do quite a bit of damage on Blitz. Again, the shield kicks in, so it's kind of pointless chasing him. Try and do a little bit on Shen and scare him off, really. There's not much we can do to each other. My health regen keeps me alive long enough to take down Fizz. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to take down any of the other two, so probably as well just go in. Decided to go for a little wander while I've got the speed buff. Take a few of their jungle monsters. Get me some gold. Ashe going bottom, of course. See if she can get a little bit of farm for herself. Clear up that wave. She does need a little bit more than she currently has. Currently trailing. Hello, Swain's actually the lowest. Not quite the lowest in game though, that's Jax. Christ, 177. That's terrible. Their Riven currently on 13 kills. Fizz on 7, so yeah, definitely need to be targeting those two. Up for my team, Fiddlesticks, myself and Malphite are all doing pretty well. Ashe and Swain not so great. That was kind of stupid, Shen. I think by this point we've kind of worked out that Riven's probably the one we want to be focusing on. Bloody dodge of hers. Managed to get Shen down. Again, focusing on Riven. Unfortunately, she's got Guardian Angel. But yeah, she's not going to survive. Does manage to take down Ashe in the meantime. Unfortunate. Chase them down a little bit, but I don't think we're going to do too much against them. Oh, hang on. Nice stun there from Swain, and Jax goes down. Do a little bit of damage on Fizz. He manages to take down Malphite, unfortunately.
Killing spree.
That was nice. Fiddlesticks there with the Crow Storm, is it? No, that's his oldie. Dark Wind. Okay. Did a nice rebound off Fizz and managed to hit Blitz a couple of times, which is why his health dropped down so much there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Always a bit of a kick in the teeth whenever one of those rebound moves manages to kill you, just because one of your teammates is far too close. In the lull between this and the next fight, I decided to go and have a little try at Dragon. By this point I am more than capable of taking him down, especially since I have Wriggle's Lantern. I do see Shen coming in, just checking to see if anybody else is about really. I'm not worried about his damage output at all. I can easily out-heal him. And world's worst flash ever there. I also had Smite, which I used to take down Dragon. Really, there was nothing to worry about there whatsoever. Riven coming in bottom. Not gonna do much help. This is quite nice actually. They don't realise we're in the bushes. Come straight in. And there we go. Straight on top of both of them with the Crow Storm, which is just about lasting long enough to reach Jax. He gets into a blind panic with the three of us chasing him down. Tries to flash over that midsection. You can see him kind of going backwards and forwards a bit, but unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, he just can't. Which then brings us into the lead again in terms of kills. Still one tower up on them, and we currently have about 5.5k gold. Going to push mid really. We've just taken 3 of them down. It would be stupid not to. Although they're both at full health, so it's not going to be that easy. But that Ash should be able to do a fair bit of damage now. And is he going to get it? No. Shane coming in with the ulti. Not a chance. I think that Swain's going to be in some serious trouble at this point. Yup, down he goes. Fortunately they're pretty low. Like Malphite sacrificing himself there to save little old Ash. Who's Ash as the AD carry really. Makes more sense for support to go down rather than her. Pushing quite strongly on mid. I'm not going to jump in. Shame actually, I probably could have made it round to that Blitzcrank, but sort it. At this point, got Warmugged, got my Spirit Visage, got Wit's End, got Wriggle's Lantern, and I'm working my way up to a Frozen Mallet. Should be quite nice when I'm done. Neurodougal flipping owning on kills. Got himself a Warmugged, Randarins, and a Frozen Heart. Fiddlesticks got himself a Rabadons. I've no idea why that Ash hasn't gone for an IE. Must be thinking of an attack speed build. I would have thought IE would have been a bit more value for money early on than Phantom Dancer. Still, I've never played Ash. I'll not get into that too much. On the very real possibility that I am talking out my arse. Right, I did come around the top to drop a ward. Unfortunately for her, she decides to jump me when I've got my ulti up. You're not going anywhere. Sorry, but you're not. Arrow in the back of the head. And we take her down again. Another 2 of them off to the side. And we're closing in on that Jax. So I think he's going to go down pretty easily. Pretty much all of the team running at this point trying to take him down, but no real need. Back into mid again. Not a lot really we can do. Shen and Blitz are pretty tanky. They should be able to hold up fairly well. About 10 seconds left on my ulti. So I'm kind of running about here hoping that one of them makes a mistake. Because essentially with this amount of players in one area, if they get a stun of any kind, especially one that lasts as long as Warwick's, they're pretty much dead. Come on, someone move in. Yep, there we go. Stun on Phase and down he goes. And that gives us the chance to take down the turret.
Has been destroyed.
Attack speed buff from Warwick. Very, very nice for taking down stuff like that. Turrets, inhibitors, nexus, all that kind of stuff.
Team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So now we've managed to pretty much ruin their mid lane. We decide to go bottom and have a little pop at the bottom tower. Both of us being pretty tanky at this point. Trying to get away, but not worrying about it too much. I don't think even the 3 of them can do that much damage to us just yet. My health regen's kind of a bit sick at this point. But really, there does come a point where retreat's probably the better option. So out we go. Quite a big gold lead at this point, as you can tell. Currently up by, what, about 8k? Up 3 kills as well, and we have double the towers on 6 to 3. I'm grabbing the red. Riven just about manages to catch me doing it, but she's not fast enough. I didn't actually think she followed as much as she did. We both go in for Dragon here, using the attack speed buff to take him down pretty quickly. I didn't realise that Riven and FaZe were coming along bottom. Oh, there is a ward, so yeah, I probably did realise it. I thought they'd gone north again whenever I dropped the red. I didn't think she'd follow and wait. Quite a bit of milling around on the river. Nothing much else going on. Trying to grab that blue again. I'm awfully low on health. Or mana even, not health. A blitz walking into... well, not a great trap, but... certainly enough to take his health down fairly low. That Swain's getting too low as well. Ashe going down. Managed to take down Jax. Also, I think managed to take down Blitz. Nope. Too far out. Oh well. Again, going for the wrong bloody targets. If I'd gone for Riven, she was incredibly low earlier. She should be dead. But I am able to take down this FaZe, thankfully. Redeem myself a little bit.
Killing spree.
And they just can't find me in time. So I'm able to get out. Not the best group fight ever. We managed to get, what, 2 of them? That Blitzcrank managed to get away with sod all health. They managed to get 4 of us. Brings that gap up. Being pretty close. 1 kill in it. But 6k instead of 8. Still the same on towers, of course. And at this point we're kind of panicking, thinking that they're probably going to go for Baron pretty soon. Thankfully we're able to see them because of the minions. Took down a red. I want some more buffs, really. In all fairness, I probably should have been giving the buffs to someone else. Fiddlesticks probably for the blue. I just don't think that the Ashe and the Swain were really doing enough to kind of justify them this match. Riven coming in there at the wrong time, gets an R on the face for her troubles. Shen saving her for a few seconds, but not long enough. Kind of lucky for him that ulti didn't go all the way, otherwise he'd have been faced with quite a few of us. And while they're pushing Neurodougal and I are going for Baron.
Blue team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Ashe pushing far too far there.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
During the whole time she was taking quite a lot of damage from that tower. That left her severely weakened and she wasn't able to do much about it. I'm pretty much going to be able to take down that Baron, no problem. So Baron on 4, unfortunately. Could have been 5. Realistically, that Ashe, if she hadn't tanked the tower for so long, would be okay. Oh well, back we go, buy some stuff. Pretty much completed the build for myself. Like Fiddlesticks is coming up with some fairly nice items as well. Archangel's Staff, Rod of Ages, Rabadon's Death Cap. Swain's got a Rod of Ages and the Rabadons as well. Ash going for Ionic Spark, still no IE, although she has got a BF sword, so maybe she's going for that. On their side, Riven. Again, no IE. Possibly working towards it, but she has a Last Whisper, Bloodthirster, and Guardian Angel, and a Yumi's Ghostblade. Having a bit of a push down mid here. Their mid inhibitor, of course, came up fairly recently. Jack's taking that arrow right to the back of the head, but I think we're more worried about the inhibitor than him just yet.
The inhibitor has been destroyed.
He managed to take him down eventually, though. Shane rather stupidly jumping in there. And we managed to take him and Riven down. Chase after Fizz a little bit, but yeah, he's going to get away. Their turrets are pretty low. Take them both down.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Keep up with that attack speed buff, and
Blue team's turret
game
has been
over.
destroyed.
GGWP. So there you have it. Quite a nice match, a couple of nice ganks. And of course the very sexy Firefang Warwick skin. I've been Keric the Pally, this has been League of Legends. You have a good evening.